Welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you how to replace the coolant outlet in Mazda 3 2006. Few days ago I had a coolant leak and I didn't know from where it leaks, and after looking carefully surrounding the engine, I found that it is leaking from the engine itself and mainly the coolant outlet. So the problem was the gasket in the coolant outlet failed, and to replace this part, or even to replace the gasket of the coolant outlet, so you need to have enough space to do this maintenance. So to have this space, I removed the battery. So it was here, so I removed the battery, and also these connections were connected to the side of the battery, and also I removed the intake. So you can see here, this is the air intake of the engine. I covered it with a glove to make sure that nothing will go inside. So I had here the intake and the air filter. So I removed all of this, and you have also here some pipes of the coolant. Okay, you need to move these pipes around to have more space to remove the coolant outlet. So from this side, maybe from this side it is a little bit more clear. This is the coolant outlet. It was here. This is the coolant outlet from the engine, and this part was connected to the engine from here. So you can see this is the old gasket, or maybe this is a place of the old gasket itself. Okay, and this part is connected, the outlet of the coolant is connected to the temperature sensor. Okay, this is the sensor that gives you the temperature in the dashboard. And you have here multiple hoses, 1, 2, 3, and another one here, 4. So it is connected to 4 ports, 4 hoses. So you need to remove all of these hoses, and all of them are have clamps. So you need to use the right tool to help you removing these hoses. So I have here this tool. So you put the clamp in here, and then you press this. So while pressing it, so you can see it squeezes the clamp, and then you can move the clamp somewhere to the side, and then you can pull out the hose from the coolant outlet. To remove the hose, you may use one of these tools, so it will help you to make it a little more loose, and then you can pull it hard so you can remove the hose. After removing the hoses, you have these 4 bolts. One is in this corner as well. So these 4 bolts are mainly to connect this metal part to the coolant outlet, and this metal part has these 2 connections. So you need to remove these 2 connections, or mainly 1 and 2. Okay, and then remove these 4 bolts. I put it back so I will not lose them. Remove these bolts so you can remove this metal port from the coolant outlet, and the coolant outlet itself is fixed by 4 bolts. The 4 bolts are, let me go down here, so you can see these 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Again, I put them back because I don't want to lose them anywhere. After removing these 4 bolts and these 4 bolts as well, and the hoses, so this should be free to go. And then you need to bring another brand new one, and you may need to change the coolant outlet itself, or you may need to change just the gasket. It depends. So in my case, the coolant outlet itself has a crack. So let me show you. So you can see this crack right here. Okay. So that's why I need to replace it. If you don't have a crack anywhere in the coolant outlet, so you just need to change the gasket. So I ordered here a brand new coolant outlet. This is the brand new one, so it should go like this. Okay, so we have all of these hoses, and you need to remove the temperature sensor from the old one and put it back here. Okay, and here is the gasket. This is a gasket. Okay, you can see it here. This is the gasket. So it comes with the gasket. Or you can just buy the gasket itself, like this. This is the original Mazda port. Let me show you the gasket from inside. So it is like this. Okay, so this is the old port and this is the brand new one. So you can see here, this is the crack, okay, in the old one. And this is the old gasket, and you can see here it has a cut. You can see the cut in the gasket, and it was in the same side of the crack. So it seems that the crack started, and then due to the high pressure on the gasket, it failed. Okay, so the next steps here is to remove the temperature sensor from here and put it in the new one, and then start assembling everything together. I have here the 19mm wrench. Okay, so this is the temperature sensor, so we will put it in the new one right here. Okay, the next step is to connect the hoses. You have 2 here, and you have a big one here and another one here. So I will start with this one in the bottom. Okay, so this is the first hose, and then I will move this clamp to this point as exactly as it was. And please, while putting the clamp back, put it exactly as it was, like in the old grooves. Here I put it back exactly as it was. It has 4 bolts. This is one, and another one here, 3, and the 4th is right here. And these bolts, the torque specs for these bolts is between 15 to 20 foot-pound. So I have here the torque wrench with extension, and I set it at 20 foot-pound, and this should be enough for these bolts. The next step is to connect the hoses. I have here the big hose should go in this side, and this little one should go in the back. Okay, and don't forget to connect the temperature sensor. So you have here also the connection for the temperature sensor. This one should go like this. Okay, and again this little one should go over here. Okay, and the last one, this hose should go here. Okay, so I will put all of them correctly, and I will move all of the clamps in its original place. And finally, we connected the hoses, this big one and this little one in the back, and this one as well. So all hoses are in place. The next step is to put this metal piece on the top of the housing outlet. And it has 4 bolts, 1, 2, and another 2 in the back, 1 right here and 1 right here. Okay, so we have here this bracket with these 4 bolts. Okay, and we returned these connections. Okay, the black goes with the black, and the red goes with the red socket, and this one as well. And then we removed this bolt to give more space, and then I returned it back, and then all of these pipes goes over here, and the same here, and this should be connected to the intake. Make sure that all of the electric wires are plugged in, and don't forget anything of these. The next step, I will bring the battery box here, and this goes with 3 main bolts, one over here, one over here, and one over here. Okay. Here is the battery box, and this is a positive and this is the negative, and these are the connections for the computer of the car. These 2 cables goes on this side of the battery and then connected here. And you can also put this cable in the side of the battery box. Put the battery and then connect the positive, connect the negative. While connecting the negative, after connecting the positive, you will see very little spark. This is very normal. And then put the engine air filter box, and then the air filter itself. After putting the air filter, put this engine intake manifold connected to the engine intake, and connect these connections, the mass airflow sensor, and finally the battery cover. The last step is to fill the reservoir for the coolant. Also put the engine cover. Refill the coolant tank, and you should be a little patient while doing this, because you should wait a little bit for the bubbles to come out, and then add more, and then wait, and then add more. Finally, we are done, and it is time to test. Check for any leakage. No leakage here. Check also for any leakage under the car. Turn on the AC in the heating mode and wait till the temperature goes up. It is warming up here. Now it is a normal operating temperature. Everything looks good. I can see no leakage here, and none of the hoses is leaking. So I was not planning to record this and post it as a video. That's why you will see that the video is starting with the middle of the process, after removing the battery, the intake, and all of this stuff. But I hope it is helpful by somehow. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will post more videos. And thank you.